Hello, hello. We're headed up to the Boundary Waters, and we're going to launch from Snowbank Lake, and we're going to get into Ahsub. We're going to go through Disappointment. We got two different portages. Our end goal is Jordan Lake. We started our trip out in St. Cloud. We're headed up to Ely now. It was getting pretty late and we got hungry, so we stopped off at Subway. Then we had to go to the supply store and get some more supplies. And then we headed out to Ely. The sun is setting. This was the night before. We got kind of excited and thought we should overnight it at the Outfitters. I'll let you, this was our logic, we go there the night before, we sleep at the Outfitters, and then we get in there bright and early, ass crack of dawn, we get in there, and then all the campsites are first come, first serve, and there's only a certain number of tags that they allow, permits that they allow in there. There was a deer there, did you see him? Well, we made it to Ely. We made it to Voyagers North Outfitters. This is our second time, maybe our third time going through these outfitters. We like them, so we keep going back to them. We'll head on inside and check them out, see what they got around the shop, and make sure we're set to go. I do believe my buddy got some bait waiting for us. The Gypsy Wagon. How's your morning going? That's good. Looks like perfect weather. Oh, awesome. Well, we had ourselves a good look around this outfitter here. You can see they got oodles and oodles and oodles of stuff for all your wilderness needs. They got live bait in here. We got up in here and checked it all out. We got our live bait. I think we got some worms and some leechers. Yep, some leechers. They leech up on ya. Other than that, I picked up a map, a very, very nice one, very detailed one, because we've gone out in the woods before with little to no knowledge of where we were headed, and boy, was that tough. Alrighty, we got our permits, we got our bait, we got our maps. We're headed to the Snow Point access from Ely. It was about a 35-mile trip. Ass crack of dawn, we're headed on out. Looky there, we made it. We made it to the launch point on Snowbank Lake. I want to say this is access 27. I'm not 100% on that one. Don't quote me.
You gotta go that way then. Yeah, let's not go right. We gotta go that left of the fucking... Right? Yeah, we go straight. Well, no, we can go like that band, I think. Yeah, we can go like right through there. And then it's more straight down later. No, it's like right on the other side. Really? Yeah. Yeah. Especially right now.
Well, let's get it all unloaded. We didn't test nothing out. He rented his canoe from the outfitters there. We brought a piece of POS fiberglass, heavy as all heck. And then my oar was so old it was showing stress marks, but that's what you get for not pre-planning a trip, you know. We loaded her up and we headed out. If this camera angle gives you motion sickness, you can jump ahead to 11:45. Sorry about that. I clicked the wrong settings when I put it on my headgear. But otherwise, we're checking the maps. We're headed out east, west, northeast. You know, we really didn't know. We've gotten lost from this exit point before. Too many fish whistles, if you know what I'm saying. But we're headed east. We're going to the long portage. Let me see here. Alrighty, here I just pulled out my map and we are doing 140 rod portage to Disappointment Lake. That's what we got coming up. It's the long one. We've gone through Parent Lake, you know, in the Wilderness Bay, and then the 80 rod and then the 85 rod. There's two portages, one into Parent Lake and then one after Parent Lake. But this time we decided to just do the long one, and boy, was it rough. That there and back again is just silly. If you pack right and you have a lightweight canoe, you can do it all in one go. We were fools. We didn't know what we were doing. We were a little clowning around, you know. Even here, I knew where I was. He didn't know where he was. Funny how that works. It only causes divide in the group when you have too many chiefs, not enough feathers, you know? I honestly don't know how many parts this series is going to be. I hope you tag along for the ride with me on this one. Like I said before, our end goal here is to get into Jordan Lake. This is a 10-day, maybe a 12-day adventure. We had a good time overall, but man, did it start off a little rough. Coming right off of COVID, you know, the world was insane, but we thought getting out in the woods would do us some good. Now, I actually wanted to start my YouTube channel earlier than this. You know, I just started it this year, 2025, and this footage was shot in 2020, and I really wanted, you know, to start it earlier, but life happens, you know. I wanted to wait to edit up all this long format video till I got good at editing and I knew what I was doing, so I didn't just waste it and cut it all up and throw it away. You know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate everyone that likes and subscribes and follows along. I'm having fun doing this YouTube thing. It's been a journey. This year, 2025, has been really good for me travel-wise. Mostly stayed in Minnesota, but we are headed south for the winter again. My end goal is to end in Arkansas, and I'll be traveling back north again come spring. You know, reach out, comment, subscribe, you know, tell me if I should go somewhere special in between here and there. Just 2 more minutes, folks. I'm sorry about this footage. I tried to slow it down. It was sped up from the GoPro. I had it on the wrong setting. I just recently got these GoPros, and I knew I wanted to do this, so here we are. Learning something new and bringing you guys along for the ride. Again, I'm sorry about this footage. Just around this point, and then we'll take a right, and we're headed inland to get on the portage. Here we are almost to the portage, and I shit you not, I done did broke my oar. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. Bam. Wild, huh? That's what you get for being such a powerful trolling motor. That's all I was basically on this trip for my front, was just a trolling motor. I had the power. Throwing it in high gear, you know what I'm saying? Even at the half paddle, I paddled pretty dang good. But I think I'll see if I got pictures. I think I got pictures or a video of me, what I did to it. I split a log and I tied it up with some paracord, and then I think I even had some Flex Seal tape. And man, duct tape, I'm happy I brought all of it. I knew I was going to need it. I couldn't believe I broke my oar. What the heck? But what do you get for going raw dog on a trip? No pre-plan, no nothing.
What if this is an artifact? Like an actual arrowhead?
Huh. It is.
I got myself some of them fatty shoes you're wearing right now, Andy.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I like these.
I put them on, I was like, why did I not have these sooner?
Oh, like last year.
Actually, yep.
I had
My feet wet.
I had a pair like this last year.
Yeah, I do. If I get cold feet, I don't like it. That one's nice.
He's trying to make us heavy right out the gate. Well, we done did it. One time down, one time back. We're on our way back right now. There and back again is just silly, you know. I kicked it into high gear on this video, otherwise it would be 5 hours long just to get to the first camp, you know. But yeah, I don't know. We were silly back then. If you haven't guessed it now, this is 2020. You saw the COVID. They had them splash guards up, you know, those cough guards up in the outfitters, and boy, was that a strange time. We just wanted to get out in the woods, and this was the first weekend that they opened it up, and we are lucky that our permits got accepted, or we had to put in to get, you know, because up in the Boundary Waters, they only allow a certain number of campers out there, and we were lucky enough to get into the first lotto. Like I said before, this is 140 rod portage. A rod is a canoe, and that's 16 feet. I don't know what the math is on that, but I'm sure one of you guys has got it. But yeah, no, this is a decent one. There's a good elevation change of maybe like a, let me see here, I'm looking on my map. It goes from 1440 all the way up to 1560. You know, so it's a decent elevation change.
We got Christy after we got wet. Hopefully that chair stays like that.
Don't drag it too much. Ooh. Yeah, give me a second, bro. One thing at a time, bro.
Better not swing back and forth.
You better not swing. Dang-a-lang.
Swing the dang-a-lang.
We did not get good sleep in the car, so everyone was a little crabby. And I'm good. You good?
I'm almost good.
No, that's not good.
Yeah, it's so much lighter my pack.
With your pack?
Without my pack, or with, I'm saying, then my pack.
Oh yeah. This is lighter than the canoe or kayaks. 140 rods. Heavy, heavy, heavy canoe. This fiberglass was just trash for real. But you do with what you got, you know, make the most of what you got. And that's what we done did. We're out here in the woods.
Yeah, this ain't too bad. No, so it sucks with the pack stuff. Yeah, this one would have. We might do that on the way back though. For the small ones, you know? Yeah, way lighter. We're gonna eat like kings. I think we're just over halfway. Yep. Yep. This is like this dangerous part. All the leaves. Fuck yeah. Yep.
That's the longest portage on this whole trip, and we done made it back on the water. Here I am half oaring it again. Man, this was tough. We had to go across the whole Lake of Disappointment. That's what we done did. We went across the whole Lake of Disappointment. I was jealous of my buddy here. Solo riding it, fishing. Nice bent oar. He's got one of those wave runner oars. Me and this guy here, we were just struggling in the wind. Look at the steam coming off this guy. Steamboat. Just a huffing and puffing. Too many fish whistles. Too many. Okay, so I gotta paddle on the same side as the wind because you have the power. You get what I'm saying? Right, so you have to power it over. Right, but I have to be on the same side as the wind, otherwise that's gonna keep happening. The reason I was in the back because I was fat, he said. And then I don't know why he didn't give me the good oar because I was the motor. I don't understand the logic behind it, for real. Like I said, we were all crabby, but this is a good leeway into safety. If you don't know that someone can rescue you, don't go this far out in the woods with people you don't think can rescue you. I'm a big boy. I weighed 250 pounds, and even with these two guys, I don't think they could have got me out of there without calling 911. For real. That's what I got thinking later on in the trip. If I would have got hurt, what would have happened? Well, here we are on the far side of disappointment. This is a nice, fast 25 rod portage.
Everyone it is. I'm a fucking guy. All right, see you in a bit. Yep. See you in a bit, boys. We good?
I think so. He said it looks like it's open from what he could see, but I told him to go to the campsite to double check.
Okay.
So I think we should just portage.
So you want to pull your stuff out? It's a quick one, right?
Super. It's literally up the incline and then you go right down.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my heavy bag and then be back. You should get unloaded and then I'll help.
Yeah, this one is super quick. Seen a bit? And that was the 25 rod portage on to Disappointment to Ahsub Lake. A-H-S-U-B Lake. Ahsub. Hey, you just lost it. Dude, just put them towards the middle. Yeah, there you go. I don't think that's where you go in. This was a very deep lake. This was a trout lake, and I didn't have a trout stamp, so I didn't go fishing on this lake. The boys, they had their trout stamp, so they really wanted to get fishing. These gosh dang flies giving us all heck. Yeah, dog. No. Why would we? We thought that was someone else's. Yeah, yeah. Of course we did, bro.
I was up here for like literally 3 minutes, 2 ticks.
On you?
Yeah.
Huh?
I took a shit on the latrine or whatever. And yeah. I sat down and all of a sudden I was sitting there and I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, and I felt it move, I was like, what the fuck? And I looked, I was like, whoa! Flipped them off, flew somewhere, was sitting there again. Same spot. I was like, alright. That typically doesn't happen to me. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck is right.
Slide around.
Yeah, why don't you pull me up over there?
Right up on the
Right, yeah.
there? I will, but I don't want to scrape more than we have.
Well, we can flex tape it. There we go. That's pretty nice.
Put this fucker in the water. Get real nice and cold. So decently cold. ain't going nowhere. How was the portage?
Not bad.
Huh?
Not bad. Best one all day.
Ain't no doubt.
Alrighty, let's grab up the last of our stuff here, and we're gonna hike it up into camp. This Ahsub Lake camp is pretty nice. It's just right of the portage. You gotta hike up this little incline here. It's not too bad, but doing it 10-15 times a day kinda sucks, because I mean you gotta carry your water up it. And I believe we stayed at this camp for like 2 days, maybe 3. And then we went in even farther into the Boundary Waters. This is about 5 miles in, 3.5, 4 or 5 miles. We did 2 portages, totaling 180 rods. So, I mean, we did there and back again so many times on these portages that we got a couple miles in. We are all tired. We are all crabby a little bit, you know, but we're just getting ready to set up camp and eat something. So this is going to be multiple parts to this, because we spent, I want to say, close to 10 days out here. The boys, they went out fishing. I don't believe they caught anything, if I'm being honest. I can't remember. I gotta continue going through video. But I enjoyed my time out here. I walked around this peninsula for a good bit, got a bunch of different videos. You know, here they are going with the wind, trolling. Very deep. They were going for trout. This is late. This is in the fall. This is September, October. Late September, early October. But this is going to be a multi-part series. Keep tuning in. We got more stuff to show you. I hope you enjoyed this so far. I know it was just a lot of travel, but that's how you get out in the woods, right? So we made a little cove down here by this stump, and we threw in all of our cold items to keep them cold, kind of keep them in the shade. I buried mine with a rock. I had some meat in there. It makes it safe and stable. This was all the same day, so here's camp set up for me. I camped up on the ridge because I didn't want to be in the shade and being cold. But you can zoom in here. Here's the boys. They're out fishing again. They really like to do the trolling in the wind. Very windy, very, very windy up here on Ahsub Lake. Like I said, I want to say we stayed here for a day or 3. Alrighty, we're gonna go into a different angle of my camp here. Very, very windy. I slept very good on this this embankment here on the side of the hill. I used a twig to pop up my tarp to help shade my tent a little bit, not too much. I had great airflow, as you can imagine, right? And I think I'm getting something ready to cook, so. Alrighty, here's what we did today. We started off on Snowbank. We did a portage into Disappointment. We crossed Disappointment, did a portage in Ahsub, and I think it's 5.8 miles. Hope you guys enjoyed part 1. Thanks for watching. Get out in the woods and enjoy.